Welcome to another episode of Between Love and Lessons, Unfiltered Conversations with Courtney Arlesia. It has been a minute since I have been here, and I could not go another Friday, another week without checking in with you all. When I looked at my schedule and I was like, man, when was the last time I actually got to record a Between Love and Lessons podcast, y'all? It was in October. October. So I just want to spend some time in this episode catching you all up. I'm not going to talk a lot, y'all. I'm not going to talk a lot, but I do want to share. I do want to share where I've been. I do want to share about what's been going on. And of course, I always want to leave you with um, a word of encouragement. So I'll just start with saying how great and kind God has been. I cannot get enough of his goodness. I cannot get enough of his grace. I cannot get enough of his mercy. I cannot get enough of God's favor and blessings. And like I am in this space where I feel like God has not forgotten about me. I know for a fact that God has not forgotten about me. And there are things that I haven't got yet. But I found, okay, I love my Facebook memories, y'all. And my Facebook memory today actually was if God hasn't answered your prayers yet, that means he's not done. And I remember I remember a man telling me that. So I did Uber in the start of my entrepreneur career. So it's 2 years in. Shout out to me. I celebrated that back in October. But I did Uber to make ends meet. And I remember picking a guy up, and he was an entrepreneur. His girlfriend was an entrepreneur, but they like Beyonce maybe, was an entrepreneur, and he was just really pouring into my cup, and he was really speaking godliness into me, and he was just making sure like that I did not give up, and so maybe he'll remember this and maybe he'll hear this one day, but I remember him saying so vividly to me, if God hasn't answered all of your prayers, that means he isn't done. And so because God has answered prayers though, and I'm living in those answered prayers, I know that he has more in store for me. I was just telling one of my close friends earlier this evening. Like, I don't think I even want to plan anymore. I think I just want to keep trusting God because it's been that good. So it's been so good, guys. It's been good. Okay, let me get into a little bit stuff. Let me talk about life. So, um, since the last time I've been here, I've been sick. I have been sick, y'all. It is freezing cold in Tennessee, but at any moment it can be 70 degrees too. And so it's about that time where my nose starts running and snotting and all of the above. And so I have been getting over a cold and working through that. And prior to having a cold, I was experiencing another form of illness. And whoo, that about took me out as well. I'll just say this. And we are not old, okay? Let me preface that. But getting old, phew, Lord, it comes with some stuff, y'all. It comes with some stuff. So I am just 35. Bless the Lord. Thank you. But man, there are some things that, you know, um, that our body will go through and some illnesses that we will experience. And so I am just so grateful that right now in this moment I feel well, and I'm looking forward to going into 2026 um with a plan and just making sure that my health is intact, having the medical partners that I want and just preparing for all of those things and just making sure that as I grow, that is something that's really important to me. Making sure my health is intact, because how am I supposed to see all of my dreams come true if physically I'm not here and physically I cannot take care of myself. So I'm looking forward to um, even seeing that grow and expand because the illnesses, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, they had you grow down, but I'm still here. I'm still standing. So what else has been going on outside of being sick, y'all? One of my closest friends got married, and it was the most beautiful wedding that I have ever been to. Um, Shout out to her, shout out to her husband, and shout out to their beautiful families, y'all. That was such a beautiful wedding and the joining of families. I had an amazing time, and I'm so glad that I could be there to see her walk down the aisle. um God is a good God for sure. And I think I can talk about all of my accomplishments, but here lately too, just watching all of my friends win, watching all of my friends get their prayers answered, watching all of my friends walk into unexpected blessings, like they have been the biggest reminder to me how real God is, and He's sure to come through. And so, man, just being able to attend her wedding was a blessing in itself, and just being able to see so many of my friends prosper and grow, that is a blessing for me. And I could just pause and just name all the things that they've been doing. Man, God is amazing. God, He's really good. So, outside of that, like business wise, career wise, I got accepted into, I accepted two major collaborations with some well known businesses. And so, one of which is already on my page, which is live on my page with Bamboo Earth. And oh my God, y'all, I am loving my Bamboo Earth skincare products. I am so glad they reached out to me. I don't know how they found me, but they sent me a beautiful email, and I was happy to accept it. And when they sent me the products, I am in love, guys. And so I have a TikTok on my Instagram page, but I actually have more videos that I haven't posted yet of me like doing the routine. I'm talking about the product smells so good. And I've already seen visible changes using their eye serum. Like, y'all, definitely, if you need a skincare product, I highly would suggest Bamboo Earth. I also got some more skincare products too from another event that I attended. And so maybe I'll share about those as well. The other brand collaboration that I have is coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. But I'm really really excited. Also, outside of that, you may expect some different type of content coming from me soon too. Like I want to get back to a space of like really enjoying social media, and not feeling like a job to me, and going back to just creating how I love to create. And so I've been doing a lot of recording. It hasn't got posted yet, but I've been doing a lot of recording, and I'm just grateful. So let's talk about social media. On social media, things have been amazing. I'm talking about amazing. I've reached 5.6 million views on Threads, with over 60,000 engagements and interactions. You've probably noticed a lot of my work with Hearts of Hearts Foundation, and there's more coming about that, and I'll share later. But please continue to support the work that you see when it comes to Hearts of Hearts Foundation. Read the articles, share those articles, follow them on Instagram at Hearts of Hearts. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the description because I don't want to give you the wrong title, but or the wrong Instagram name. But absolutely follow this foundation located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, but serving the entire Middle Tennessee community. The founders of this foundation have poured their hearts, like literally, into it, and it is the reason for their name actually. And so I'm honored that I get to work alongside them. And so, like again, like I said, coming in the future, I will share more about that. But the work that I've been able to do and contribute with them into their organization um, has been exactly what my soul needs. Like the word that's coming to my mind is been replenishing. And so I love to serve. I love to give back, and so I'm really grateful to be connected with Hearts of Heart. So please, 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 please support. Also, I got to interview an amazing singer outside of Memphis, Tennessee. She's so humble, she's so kind, and the interview has done really, really well on Substack. So her name is Kashana Miller, and wow, like definitely check out her work. Y'all have to go look at like um my Instagram page, my Threads account, my Facebook to really just catch up with what I've been doing because it's been so much, y'all. And I know I'm going to forget something. And then once I post it, I'm like, dang, I forgot to share this. So y'all connect with me on my platforms um, where I share a little bit more about what I've been doing. I've been attending more events. I had, oh, y'all, let me tell y'all. I have been experiencing meaningful engagement from your favorite influencers, your favorite celebrities, like your favorite platforms. I am amazed by God that He has placed me in a position to be visible and to be seen and to be heard and to be supported. And wow, like Medium platform has engaged with my work. um Black Effect, if you go to Black Effect Podcast Network Instagram page, you are going to see my content on their page. God is good. I hope that you can feel my smile. I've been reposted by Aaron Parnez. Man, there's so many. Antoinette Robertson liked one of my posts. If you're familiar with her, um, man, I'm so blessed. Like I'm just sitting here thinking, like, and there's so much. Excuse me, there's so much that I haven't posted. There's so much that I haven't shared. Like I've shared within my community, or sometimes I've just kept to myself. But I am grateful for to see my social media and really my Threads account to be thriving in that capacity. And like that, God has been amazing. I know y'all probably tired of hearing me talking about God has been amazing, but y'all, God has been amazing to me. As we move into December and wrap up December, I have some exciting things coming. I have a speaking engagement coming up. And I've been receiving so many inquiries about my services that I offer, and I'm so grateful. So, man, I feel like I'm ending December 2025 in a really, really good and positive way, and I'm looking forward to what I walk into for December 2026. I remember telling my mom a couple weeks ago, like, I know that December 2025 is going to end well for me because December 2024 ended well for me, and I begin the year really well. And so there has been some really hard moments, there's been some challenging moments, there's been many acts of betrayal. There's been many acts of disappointment. There has been, I've experienced some really, really hurtful and hateful behavior from people. But I have been blessed all year long, and no one can make me feel like that I haven't had a great year. No one can make me feel like I haven't prospered this year. And there's so many things that people see on social media that be like, man, she's winning. But if you knew what was happening behind the scenes and what I'm working on and what God is orchestrating, you'll really be like, wow. And so, man, I'm blessed, I've had a great year, and so that's how I know that God it didn't bring me this far to say, "Well, glad you had a good 2025." That's not gonna happen for you 2026. No, I believe that God is taking He's taking me up a notch, and I know it's happening too because it's happening all around me. All of the people that I'm close to, all of the people that I'm connected with. Like when I tell you I get to celebrate my friends every day. Man, God is in the blessing business, and so I know that as I get ready to go into December, January of 2026, it's nothing but good things. It's good things. It's positive things. So something that I want to leave with you all as you listen to me share all these updates, y'all. I know you're probably like, Courtney, you ain't talked about nothing, but I just really wanted y'all to hear my voice. I wanted to let y'all know that Between Love and Lessons is still here and it ain't going nowhere. There's many people praying on my downfall, but my God, He ain't hearing none of that. He ain't hear none of that. I'm one of his favorites. He wants to bless me abundantly. Um, and he wants to see me in prosperity. And so, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not. I wanted y'all to hear my voice. I wanted to let y'all know that Between Love and Lessons is here, and soon Between Love and Lessons will be exclusive for paid subscribers. And I know I talk about it all the time, but we will eventually get to that point because I do want to get to a place where I'm sharing more intimately, and I am um being more transparent, because I do believe that there's healing in transparency, and there are some things that I want to share with my audience, but um it won't be for everybody ears. It will be for those who really love, who really support, who really care, who take care of themselves, and who are safe, and yeah, so just continue to build a safe community. So I can't wait to get to that point where Between Love and Lessons the episodes become more exclusive. So if you haven't subscribed and got a paid subscription to Substack, I highly encourage you. You don't have to. Following me, subscribing to me, whether it's free, whether it's paid, I appreciate it. I love all the love. But um, if you're interested, it's just $12 a month, or $35 a year. So tap in with your girl. But before I go, y'all, I want to leave you with a message. Um, and I want to remind you that weapons may form, but they shall not prosper. Weapons may form, but they shall not prosper. You will go through many things in life that will hurt you and even try to break you. But what you have to do is keep going. As I share all these wins with you all, when I do all this reflection, when I think about like how good God has been to me, I also think about the fact that I did not quit. I have not quit. I did not throw in the towel. I have not thrown in the towel. And I don't have any plans on doing it. I've had really hard days where I've wanted to. I've had really hard days where I've been like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. But then I also have those moments where, Courtney, well, if you quit on yourself now, then what are you going to do? Because you come so far in this. So if you quit on yourself now, then what, right? And so I just want to remind you that life is going to happen, but pick your head up, roll your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and keep going. God loves you. He sees you. He has a plan for you. He wants to prosper you. He wants to give you the future that you've been praying for. I know that the things that's happening around you make you feel like it's not worth it, and it may even make you feel like you're not worthy. But the devil is a liar. The enemy is full of deceit, and that is not true. You're valuable. You are worthy. You are seen. You are good enough. And God has a plan that He is planning to fulfill and complete. His word says that anything He finished, He start. Anything He starts, He's finished. Excuse me. Anything that the Lord starts, He is sure to complete. He is sure to finish. He's not like us. We'll start a project and we'll forget it. God don't do that. And so I want you to keep your head up. I want you to keep believing in yourself. I want you to give I want you to starve your distractions, starve the enemy, starve the pain. Don't give your energy to it. Acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Express your feelings about it, but don't hyper focus on it. Every day, wake up, look in the mirror, tell yourself who you are and whose you are. Embed that in your mind and in your spirit every day, and keep going. Do not give up, because let me tell you something. The higher God takes you, the harder the enemy is going to try to get you to quit. And you have to keep your eyes stayed up. The Bible says, I look to the hills which cometh my help. All my help comes from the Lord. Look up. That's why you got to keep your head up. That's why you got to keep your head up. So I'm praying for you, whoever is listening to this and who needs that message. I'm praying for you. I'm praying that as we end this year and we wrap this year up, that you have the strength and capacity, even if it's just a little bit, to keep your head up and to keep going. I pray that your faith does not fail. I pray that God surrounds you with love. I pray that God gives you everything that you need and that you've been looking for. I pray that the prayer that you forgot that you prayed shows up for you. But I pray that God does exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. And just when you feel like it's getting harder for you, I pray that it's your midnight hour and that's when God turns it around. So I love you all. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for riding with me. Thank you for listening to my check-in. And I pray that this episode was good. I pray that this episode really resonated with you. I pray that it made you smile. I pray that it had made you feel encouraged. And I cannot wait to see you all on another episode of Between Love and Lessons. And it is the end of the year. Um, so I don't want to make any promises. I know I originally I said, oh, it's gonna get posted every Friday. It's gonna get posted every Friday. It's gonna get posted every Friday. And I I've been sick, but I've also been extremely blessed. So we going Between 11 Lessons ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. We are here to stay. But I don't want to be like, okay, see y'all next Friday. But you gonna see me again. So I'll see y'all soon on another episode of Between Love and Lessons. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in today. And I'll see you next time for another episode of Between Love and Lessons, Unfiltered Conversations with Courtney Arlesia.